Good Thursday evening, May 29th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. A former Eastmont School District employee is now free of allegations that he sexually abused a child. We'll tell you why. The Chelan Douglas Regional Port Authority is suing Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railways over access to its Wenatchi warehouse properties. Expect temperatures in the mid-80s to around 90 degrees the next couple of days, then windy and cooler. Your full local weekend weather forecast is straight ahead. Douglas County and its partners are hoping to turn the Wenatchi Landing parcel into a major commercial development, and they want U.S. Senator Patty Murray's help to do it. The Washington Democrat visited East Wenatchi and the proposed site of the 300-acre project on Wednesday. Just one day earlier, county commissioners voted to create a tax increment finance district to help pay for its creation. Attracting retail and hospitality businesses to the area near Otabashan Bridge will require an estimated $60 million in transportation improvements alone. That's where officials hope Murray can help. Douglas County has asked for about $18 million from the current Congress to start work on a key interchange at Empire Avenue and 35th Street Northwest. Murray told reporters she's working with Congressman Dan Newhouse to try to push the money through.
This is a very challenging time, I'm not going to lie to you. We have an administration that isn't spending things as directed. A lot of that's in courts right now. I expect that to be resolved on the Congress's side. But it is causing a lot of uncertainty. But, you know, I've been around a long time, and you just put your heart in it. You work hard, and you convince people. That's how you get funding for projects like this. And certainly with this community so fully behind this and can really see this vision, it is one worth fighting for. I have seen a lot of projects over the years where people are divided and fighting about it. It takes a lot longer and oftentimes gets so complicated it doesn't get done. When you come to a community like this and everybody's everybody's saying, what can I do? What's my part? It really helps me be able to do our part at the federal government and help the community out.
NCWLIFE News also asked Murray about the chances in the Senate for President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill, the budget reconciliation package that would make major cuts to Medicaid, among other federal programs.
Well, look, I am standing in one of the congressional districts right now where we have one of the highest percentage of populations that are on Medicaid. Who I've been hearing from, obviously, is the people who are really fearful of losing their health care. I'm hearing from people who know people who have health care that know it will impact them if they don't get the care they need. I'm a former preschool teacher. If you have a child that comes to school sick because they don't have care, everybody gets sick. So, you know, we all got to remember that. But who is really frightened the most right now and understands the reality more than anything is our rural hospitals. They know that if we don't have a population that has their health care, Medicaid, they will come in demanding uninsured compensation and care, and that costs more for everybody. And ultimately, they're telling me they can't keep their doors open.
Douglas County is accepting applications for its open prosecutor position. The role is currently held by Gordon Edgar, who was first elected to the position in 2018 and will retire on June 30th. Those interested in the job must be an attorney and will need to submit their application by Thursday, June 12th. The prosecutor's political party would normally recommend candidates for the job, but Edgar ran as an independent in his last election, leading the county to open up the process. The Douglas County Commissioners will hold interviews the following week to select a candidate to complete Edgar's remaining term, which ends on December 31st, 2026. More information on how to apply can be found on the Douglas County website. A former Eastmont School District employee is now free of allegations that he sexually abused a child. Chelan County prosecutors agreed Wednesday to dismiss all charges, including child rape, against 42-year-old Nicholas Joseph Turner of Wenatchi, saying they did not have enough evidence to support their case. Turner formerly worked as a custodian at Kenroy Elementary School. He was suspended by the district after his arrest by Wenatchi police in September of 2023 and resigned from his job last November. The prosecution was based on a disclosure to a counselor by a teenage relative who claimed that Turner had abused her at age 3. Turner's lawyer, Brandon Riedall, said he believed his client was the victim of a rush to judgment. The Chelan County Public Works Department has proposed adopting parking restrictions for Olalla Canyon and Nahahum Canyon roads. If adopted, the proposed resolution would permanently prohibit parking on the pavement along both sides of the entire lengths of the two roads. The county is proposing this change following a recent influx of parking in the area as hikers seek access to canyon trails. The county claims parking restrictions are necessary to reduce potential hazards to residents and nature. A public hearing will be held on June 3rd at 9:30 a.m. to discuss the resolution. Members of the public are welcome to attend in person at the Board of County Commissioners chambers in Wenatchi or via Zoom. Each person will be given 3 minutes to speak. When we come back, Everything's Coming Up Blossoms is the theme of the 2026 Washington State Apple Blossom Festival, to be held April 23rd through May 3rd next year. And the Chelan Douglas Regional Port Authority is suing Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railways over access to its Wenatchi warehouse properties. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Welcome to Mountain Chick Floral, your go-to flower and plant shop in downtown Wenatchee. Explore their wide variety of unusual and fun plants. And when you buy a plant in a container, they'll pot it up for you absolutely free. Birthday or weddings, they'll create the perfect floral arrangement for you. Brighten up your office with fresh blooms delivered to your door or business. Ask about floral subscriptions. Visit Mountain Chick Floral today, where every occasion is a reason to celebrate with flowers.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Everything's Coming Up Blossoms is the theme of the 2026 Washington State Apple Blossom Festival, to be held April 23rd through May 3rd next year. The theme was chosen by Kathy Campbell, a retired teacher and community volunteer who's been chosen as Director General for 2026. Currently, the festival is calling for artists to create the official art print and logo for the 2026 event. Submissions are open until July 1st for the art print and August 1st for the official logo. The Apple Blossom Festival will hold its annual fundraising auction coming up on October 18th. The city of Chelan and the town of Mansfield are two recipients of a state grant that helps local governments preserve and protect public records. The Local Records Grant Program helps upgrade tools for digital imaging and record management programs. Both Chelan and Mansfield were awarded funding for digital imaging to make computerized versions of their older documents. Chelan received over $28,000 and Mansfield collected a little over $3,000. The Washington State Archives awarded 27 grants total to government agencies across the state. In total, the 2025-2026 cycle awarded more than $506,000. The Chelan Douglas Regional Port Authority is suing Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railways over access to its Wenatchee warehouse properties. Our media partner, the Wenatchee World, reports the Economic Development Agency wants an easement from the railroad for a vacated portion of Kittitas Street in Lower Downtown, where the port owns decommissioned fruit warehouses that once belonged to Lineage Logistics. The disputed area is recorded in ownership deeds dating back to 1909 109, and the port says it would have to go through BNSF property to reach the loading docks on its buildings. Negotiations with the railroad, the port says, have so far been unsuccessful. Coming up next in tonight's feature story, we will introduce you to Sugar Daddy, a short-haired cat up for adoption at the Wenatchi Valley Humane Society. Unseasonably warm weather is on the way for Friday and Saturday, with wind and a cool down expected Sunday. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Amanda Walden with A. Walden Insurance Group. Medicare can be overwhelming, but you don't have to figure it out alone. I've been helping people understand their Medicare options for over a decade. Medicare isn't a one-size-fits-all. I'll help you understand your coverage options so you can feel confident in your decisions. Let's find the right Medicare plan for you. Call me today or come and see me at my office located on South Chelan Avenue in Wenatchee between the YMCA and the Social Security office. I look forward to meeting you soon.
Merry Maids can clean your entire home, business, or vacation rental from top to bottom, inside and out. Merry Maids will even take care of cleaning your carpets, and they can pressure wash your home. Merry Maids has thousands of happy customers. They've been cleaning homes and businesses in our valley for over 25 years. Check out their glowing reviews at merrymaidesofwenatchee.com and call the cleaning experts, Merry Maids, to get your free estimate. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. So relax, it's done.
It's the Click It RV Moses Lake Pre-Memorial Day Sales event with huge manufacturers discounts from Forest River, StarCraft, and more. Get zero down financing and no payment for 90 days. And get top dollar for your trade. And as our way of saying thank you, active military and veterans get a $500 parts and service card. And talk about giveaways. Win a StarCraft trailer or $30,000 in cash. And get a 65-inch TV with every purchase. Nobody beats a Click It RV deal. We guarantee it. Don't miss the Click It RV Moses Lake Pre-Memorial Day Sales event, May 18th to the 30th.
It's time now for Pause for Pets with the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight's segment features Sugar Daddy, a one-year-old domestic short-hair cat who wants to spoil you with all of his love and attention.
Hello, I'm Shelby. I'm the marketing coordinator here at Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. This week, our pet of the week is Sugar Daddy. Sugar Daddy is about 1 year old. He came to us as an owner surrender. You might be wondering, why is his name Sugar Daddy? So we recently added the daddy part because he was an owner surrender. He did already come with a name, and it was Sugar. But we kept misgendering him, and so we added the daddy part so that way everyone can understand that he's a he and not a she. He came to us at first really scared and shy. It was really hard to handle him at first because he just didn't want anything to do with us. So we gave him some decompression time, which is when we gave them a couple days with zero human contact within their kennel, so that way they can become acclimated and hopefully, he's crazy, settle down a bit. And so we did that with him, and he opened right up. He became really affiliative after that, so he started seeking human interaction and affection. So how I get started with him is I'll just pick a place, sit down, and then he'll come right up to me and immediately lay down and ask for a bunch of head scratches. That is the way to his heart, is head scratches. He's also neutered, so you don't have to worry about any other kittens with this guy. Overall, I think that Sugar would be a great accompaniment to any family. I think he would be a great household pet. He could be indoors or outdoors, to be honest. Just make sure he has his essentials, his food and water, and he would love to connect with any family, indoors or outdoors. So he would love to just hang out on your couch, or if you have a backyard, he would like to spend some time out there exploring. If you would like to meet Sugar, we are closed on Wednesdays, but we are open Thursday through Tuesday, 12:30 to 6 p.m. Sugar would love to meet you, and he's excited to get his forever family.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatchihumane.org.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Thursday, and it was a nice spring day out there today. A little bit breezy, and we all kind of experienced some windy conditions at times today, but just some of those fair weather clouds out there. Some locations, however, did pick up a scattered isolated shower this afternoon, but those should diminish as we get into evening, and just a beautiful spring day, and our beautiful weather is going to continue. In fact, Friday, tomorrow, I think will be probably the nicest day that we will see over the next 5 or 6 days. Sunny skies with temperatures climbing into the mid-80s for Friday. I think Saturday for the most part is going to be nice. Sunshine into early and mid-afternoon, and then those winds are going to pick up into the afternoon and Saturday evening, but not before we hit the mid-80s to even 90 degrees on Saturday. And by the time we get into June 1st on Sunday, sunny. We will see some breezy conditions in the afternoon for our first part of June, but all in all, it's going to be nice with high temperatures in the low to upper 70s. Today, about there, temperature unofficially at 79 degrees. Normal high now is 75 for this time of year, and look at that record high. It stood since 1986, 98 degrees on this date. 66 this morning. That's probably an overnight low record for this date. 52 is where we should be for this time of year. And our overnight low record, 40 degrees, set in 1976. Sunset this morning, or sunrise this morning, 5:10, and the sun sets tonight at 8:47. All right, getting you into those Friday temperatures. Just couldn't be a better day tomorrow. 86 in Moses Lake and Ephrata, Quincy and Wenatchee about 85, and then Ellensburg, also Chelan, Eniat, Omak at 84. Cashmere, you will see 84 tomorrow. Even Lake Wenatchee joining in the fun with a high temperature tomorrow of 80 degrees. The good news, hardly any wind to speak of, so it's just going to be a beautiful day. Tonight, mostly clear, and it's thanks to this big ridge of high pressure over the Pacific Northwest. That's bringing us very stable weather throughout most of the state, so a little bit breezy tonight still with lows in the lower 50s, and then that beautiful Friday. Sunny skies for the entire state tomorrow. We will warm up, as we mentioned, with high temperatures into the mid-80s, so we're going to be about 10 degrees warmer tomorrow than we should be. Saturday, nice for the most part, and then look at the wind that moves in late in the afternoon, early evening, but not before we get to a high of about 90 degrees for Saturday. And with the wind then, as we move into the end of the weekend on Sunday, it's going to change our airflow into a more northwesterly pattern, and that's going to cool us off to kick off June. Sunny skies out there, but high temperatures will drop from 90 back down into the upper 70s on Sunday, and we're going to stay there as we kick off the first part of our next week. Mostly sunny on Monday. We'll call it seasonal, still seeing that northwesterly flow of air with high temperatures about where they should be Monday into the mid-70s, and then we'll see another slow warm-up for Tuesday as a very large area of high pressure moves in. We'll see sunny skies and warmer temperatures Tuesday, highs right around that 80-degree mark, so back above normal once again for Tuesday, and we're going to be even a little warmer than that as we get into Wednesday. Still a pretty strong westerly to southwesterly flow into the state. That'll warm us up on Wednesday into the low 80s. All right, your 7-day forecast, 51 overnight tonight. Beautiful Friday in store for us, 85, not much wind tomorrow. Wish I could say the same for Saturday. Saturday. Going to be nice for about 60% of the day, 90 in the afternoon, and then a lot of wind Saturday night, also breezy into Sunday. But notice the cool down. We're going to go from 90 Saturday to 77 Sunday. We'll stay in the mid-70s on Monday, and then lots of sun for Tuesday and Wednesday, with high temperatures then in the low 80s. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Happy Thursday. It's incredible how the game of baseball can change from one day to the next. Mariners went from looking invincible against Washington 2 nights ago, winning 9-1. Then last night, bats felt quiet, pitching wasn't nearly as good, and the Nationals beat Seattle 9-0. It was a night for the long ball for the visitors.
That is well struck out to deep right center. Really well struck. See you later. They caught everything he hit out there last night, so he decided to just leave the yard. And on Garcia's fifth, the Nats on top. Payoff again. And Bell, this is well hit to left. It's in the air a long time. See you later. Number 7 for the Nats DH. 2-0. Off speed, and he takes it the other way. Garcia around third. We've got a play at the plate. Nope, it's cut off. Throw from Arozarena came up a little bit short. And how about the Nats?
It's going to keep you here. It's going to keep you sane.
Here's another one the other way by Tana. Bell around third. Here comes Hassel, and he's going to run, and they're going to throw to the plate, and it's offline. And 2 more for the Nats. The throw missed the catcher and went to Kirby, who was backing up. 3-2, and he jacks one to right center. Heading for the seats, number 1 for Hassel. See you later. It's 7-0 Washington.
Elevate the celebrant, kid. Robert Hassel III, first big league bomb.
He's going to line one to left center to add to this lead. Another extra base hit. Lyle home. Screaming around third is Abrams. The throw home is late, and the route is on big time here in Seattle. Cal Raleigh. In the air to center. Into the twilight.
Oh, he didn't see
Hassel
it. He
doesn't see it. And now he does. And after he hit his first career homer,
Don't throw that one.
the Nats have won it here in Seattle. A decisive 9-0 win.
All the highlights were for the bad guys. Manager Dan Wilson talks about the second outing of the season for George Kirby.
We've talked about him getting back into it, and you know, again, I thought a couple of times made some decent pitches, but you know, they just were able to go with it or you know, stay on it enough to get it in the outfield and you know, get the hit. So, you know, again, I think it's, you know, him getting to the 80 pitch mark tonight was good and another one to build on for sure. Yeah, I thought, you know, Kowar, I thought he threw the ball very well. You know, great to see him back out on the mound as we talked about prior to the game. You know, getting a chance to get in there tonight and you know, get his feet wet, you know, for us. And again, that's been a long journey back for him and great to see that. And then Blas Castano getting his first taste of the big leagues out on the mound and you know, getting his first punch out too. amidst a tough night, some pretty cool moments too. A couple of those guys are, they've got some good hitters in that lineup and some guys with power. And, Wood has been a guy that's been hot and Bell traditionally has hit some homers. So, I thought, sometimes, I think a couple of those pitches maybe caught a little bit too much plate. But, outside of that, I thought, you tip your cap sometimes. But again, tonight's the night to move on from and come back tomorrow and get them.
Two teams play the rubber match of the series tonight at 6:40. That'll be on Root Sports Northwest. Well, the Mariners' lead in the American League West was shaved to a half game following its loss to Washington and Houston's 5-3 win over the Athletics. Toronto kept Texas 4.5 games back with a 2-0 win over the Rangers. Yankees blanked the Angels 1-0, and LA remains 5.5 games behind Seattle in the division. Well, tomorrow marks the 289th day since the AppleSox played at Paul Thomas Senior Field. Yeah, that's a long time. Wenatchee opens the 2025 West Coast League season tomorrow night against the Yakima Valley Pippins. Now, fans might still be buzzing about that last game played at home. It was on August 14th of last year when Wenatchee edged Bellingham 1-0 for the WCL North Division title.
2 home runs back-to-back on Sunday and on Monday. Well, and he'll bunt this one. Popped it up over the top of the pitcher, and the throw across, no throw.
Gotta love it. I'm looking for his prototypical double and to the Pepsi sign out there in right center field.
We'll go for that. Pitch swung on and a fly ball deep to left center field. I don't think anybody's going to get to that one. In fact, it's off the base of the fence on the 12 Tribe Casino sign out there. Rounding third and heading for home. Scoring on the play will be the AppleSox Cam Hoyland. He'll pump a fist. He'll head to the dugout. Get some high fives from his teammates. AppleSox lead at 1-0. I got another name. Got another name for you for that bug I was talking about earlier. Curveball swung on, and this one is going to tie the game, I believe. Left fielder back, and he'll.
Oh, he caught it!
And he caught it! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Cam Hoyland, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That was over the fence. Hoyland timed it perfectly. I think he's about to have a heart attack out there.
He is. Oh, man, what a catch.
It all comes down to this pitch right here. Does the game get extended, or is it over right now? The pitch by Busic. Swung on and missed. Beautiful curveball.
Listen to the crowd. Oh, my gosh. What an exciting game, huh, Eric?
Don't need to say a word. And the way the season has been between these two teams, how appropriate that it's a 1-0 ball game.
Yeah.
They had two games at Bellingham. 1-0, 1-0. Bellingham won both of those.
Yeah.
Now here tonight, Wenatchee wins a 1-0 contest.
To break the tie for the season as well, right? Now puts us at 4-3.
So the AppleSox will advance to the West Coast League Championship. Unfortunately, Wenatchee would come up short a couple of days later in the title game at Portland, but what a season for the AppleSox. Opening night tomorrow night will feature a bunch of new names as Wenatchee begins defense of its North Division title. First pitch on the NCWLIFE channel will be at 6:35. Yours truly and Brandon Schmitten on the call with our play-by-play. That's Look at Sports News. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Thursday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at ncwlife.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.